Sucker Punch Nation, welcome back. You got the punching bag. We're still hanging out at Mauricio's gym. We got Nathan Rolfe in the house today. This man is a master in the art of wrestling. Go grab your drink, sit back in that chair, and get ready for a ride. So tell us a little about you, what you've done, because you're a pretty talented guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I basically started wrestling when I was in mid school, so 7, 8, and I wasn't the biggest kid. So I had an older brother, and he used me as a punching bag a little bit. So wrestling seemed like a good opportunity for me to try and defend myself a little bit. So got into wrestling. Turned out I was pretty good at it. Didn't get very much bigger. So anyway, so in high school I did quite well. So it kind of made me want to continue, right? Because I got a little bit of success. So in grade 12, I won the nationals. So that was definitely a huge win for me, and it kind of put me on the map for wrestling. So I got a scholarship out of high school to go to SFU, so Southern Fraser University, and the coach there was Mike Jones. So this guy was a super talented athlete, came from the States, taught me tons and tons of things that made me a little bit better. I won the nationals in my first year of university again. So that was a huge win against a guy that had beat me in OFSA. So we had kind of gone back and forth a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so I won the nationals, and then I went on to be a 3-time All-American, and because we competed in the United States when we were training at a university, and 2-time CIS runner-up.
Wow, not bad. A Canadian. All-American. What's up with that? So, what's going on there, folks? How did you guys connect? Because Mauricio's an amazing man.
You know what? Mauricio is an amazing man, and I don't think I really quite understood, the talent that was here in Toronto as I was out in BC for such a long period of time. But Albert Chang was a guy, he was a trainer at the same gym that I was working out of. So anyway, we got to talking one time. He told me he was an MMA fighter, which immediately kind of rang some bells for me, and I was really curious as to, I was like, oh, tell me about it. Where do you do your wrestling? Where do you train? I missed wrestling because at this point I had retired, and I was like, I'd love one time to just come and roll around.
For sure. Yeah.
Lucky that a position opened up where the wrestling coach from before had moved on, and there was a vacancy, and I was like, sign me up. So anyway, I came in one day with Albert, and Mauricio basically kind of said, yeah, let's see what you got.
I want a little breakdown on that. Almost like the WWE move that you just pulled there. Can you break that down on how you would start to finish that?
Yeah, so it's called a back suplex, or they usually call it a soup. So it is considered a grand amplitude move. So in wrestling, that would mean that you would get 5 points for that, where basically the feet are going to go over top of the person's head. You don't see it very often, but when you see it, everybody stands up and cheers. So basically, the way I like to start it, and the way that I demonstrate it, was I do it from a duck under, which basically means I'm going to try and lower my body to get underneath his arms and then get his back. So I kind of lower myself down, get around behind him, and then once I get behind him, I got to stay really tight to him, because I want to make sure that as I lift this guy, that he's not going to get too much distance away from me, because obviously he gets heavier as he gets further away from me. I don't want it to go too heavy. I want it to be as easy as possible. So I get really close to him, and then basically I'm going to arch my back at the same time. Because he's tight to me, his feet are going to come off the ground, and we're going to go straight back. So I'm going to basically try and aim to get his shoulders, both his shoulders on the back of the mat. So ideally, if I do it 100% correct, both his shoulders hit, that's a win. So it's a huge move. Yeah.
Well, we're running out of time here on City TV, but Nathan, thank you so much for stopping in the house, and you'll be seeing a lot more of us, and we'll be seeing a lot more of you.
I hope so.
Guys, always keep your hands up around people like this.
Nathan, thanks, buddy.
Thank you.